I'm gonna be completely honest, I've been forgetting to record this cardigan for part 2. But it's mostly together. I'm working on an arm right now. And then after I get this arm sewn, all I have left is doing the trim or whatever it's called, the ribbing. And then I have to sew in all the ends, which if you're a crocheter or knitter, you know that's your least favorite part. Especially because you can machine sew, but it's just not the same. Machine sewing something that's been crocheted or knitted isn't the same as doing it to something that is fabric because it's woven so tightly. So I sew with yarn and I hand sew it. And that's just not my favorite thing, but it's a needed step to make things. I'm so excited for it to be so close to done. I'm going to finish this arm and then show you guys what it looks like so far. So I know I said I was going to show you guys it after I finished sewing that part, but I started the ribbing on one of the arms because I honestly don't know how I'm going to do this because the arms are really big on the end, and that's not how I want it. I want it to go around my wrist. So I got a smaller crochet hook, and I'm going to make small, and I'm just like hoping it'll kind of scrunch since I'm doing that on the ribbing. We'll see, because I don't really want to have to undo it and redo it. I first made it this way, but then when I tried to sew it, it didn't look good. So I'm going to try to crochet it straight onto here. And it might be the way I was sewing it on, but I don't really know another way that would look better to sew ribbing on. So if you know a good way to sew ribbing on, especially when the ribbing is smaller and like scrunching up the fabric. Oops, that was supposed to be a back loop. Put that in the comments because I don't really make many clothes. I've made a skirt. I've made 3 tops, one of which does not fit. Even though I made it according to my size, it's like huge. Another top I made for a girl I know, which that one turned out good, but I followed a pattern. And the other top was also that pattern. Then I did make 2 skirts. One was adult size, one was baby size. That was my own pattern, but like I watched other videos to kind of see what I should do. So I'm not very skilled in the clothes making. Stuffed animals, I could probably make my own pattern for most of them. It might take me some time, but I can figure it out just because I'm so used to it. But not clothes. So hopefully this turns out. This is where I'm at right now. I finally got this first sleeve done after doing it and undoing it. Oops. There, after undoing it multiple times. It's not perfect, but it's good for my first one. I actually undid the ribbing I was doing last time I showed you guys, and I retried sewing the one I already made on, and I figured out I did 20 rows, and I had 60 stitches on my sleeve. So I just had to sew 3 sleeve stitches into 1 stitch on this. It is a little tight right where I sewed it. I didn't really think about that when I was doing it, but I can still get it's not super tight. It's just tighter than the rest, which that helps bunch it. So it's very bunched because my sleeve is very big. my sleeve is a little long. Like, my fingers just poke out. But if I just go like that, then it's just a bit wider there. But who cares? Like, if someone's going to judge my sweater I made on my own, I'm literally going to say, well, I want to see you try to make one. And if they can, then maybe I'll listen to them. But this is what the sleeves looked like originally, which, like, it could be cute, especially if you just did like a line of white. But this is the look I was going for with this one. So this is what I wanted. It's a little short. Let me move you. I think I can sit you here and get. Awesome. Yeah, it's a little short, but I feel like once I add ribbing, it'll add a couple, 2 to 3 inches or something. So that'll help. I would do one more row, but I don't want the white on the end since my ribbing's white. Like everywhere it's blue and dark blue on the edges so that I can have that white ribbing. So that's just how it's gonna be. But this is what we're looking like so far. I have a lot of strings. Like, I'm full of strings, but that's okay. But I'm actually so happy with it right now. Oh, it's so cute. It is so cute. I love it. I can't wait till I finish it. I'm hoping, so I'm getting my wisdom teeth out over spring break, and I'm hoping that'll give me time to finish this so I can wear it to school and show all my students what I made, because they love seeing the things I've made. I've actually been teaching a lot of them how to crochet because I had a teacher who taught students when I was in middle school how to crochet. I already knew how, kind of, but I hadn't in a while. And so when she taught us, like, we all found this like fun little community together. And then a few of us still crochet now, and I'm one of them. But it's just so fun because like when I see her, and she, like, especially she came to a craft fair I was at, and she saw all the things, and it was just like, look at this. Like, she's just so proud of me, and it was so fun. And I love watching my students learn how to crochet because it's like, that gives us something. Like, some of these students, like, I love them, but we have nothing that is similar. But then they wanted to learn crochet, and it's just like a fun, and they see how hard it is. So then when they see the things I've made, they're like amazed. So I can't wait to finish this. I'm hoping I finish it by a week from now, or a week and a half from now. Not this weekend, next weekend. But honestly, I think I can finish the other sleeve today. And I'm trying to decide if I want to take it to them and show them it most of it done, but I don't think so. Because I want to show them like fully done. Because I always wear sweaters and they're like, did you make that? And I'm like, no, guys. But I want to show them something I did make. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. And don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. One of my sleeves, if you look close enough, actually you can't really tell. One of them I sewed on inside out and decided to just leave it like that because it was going to be too much work to unsew it and resew it. And then, yeah, I think that's like the main quirk in this, is that one of my sleeves was sewn on inside out. So far, that's the main quirk. We'll see if anything else happens. But I guess I'm going to go make another cuff for my other sleeve. I don't think I'll have enough time to make it and sew it on, but we'll find out. And then I have to go to work, which I love my students, but yesterday was crazy. So if today's like that again, I'm going to be so done. Woo! Okay, bye guys. So like I said, I was really bad about filming for the second part of making this cardigan, but here's that same day. I ended up being able to sew on that second cuff, and then I will show you some pictures of it finished. So that's it. It looks really cute. I love it. I've worn it multiple times since then because I made this a while ago now. But that's it. Bye, guys.